you sort of touched on it before, Matt, about your grandpa. And I don't know if you guys are happy to talk about it, but obviously, tragically, he passed away just before you flew out to Argentina, making your debut just a couple of days after that. And he was a huge part of both yours and Alex's lives, obviously, essentially raising you. And he was the guy that got you guys into rugby. I think you guys have said, and I quote, you were little shits, you were little rat bags, and it was his way of getting into the game, and it's given you guys so much. Can you just fill us in on just how much your grandpa really meant to you guys and what it means to you to be able to pull on a Wallaby jersey in honour of him?
Yeah, mate. So like you just said, so we were little shit, especially Alex. I think. I think so. Dave started looking after us. How old were you, Alex?
We're probably 11.
Yeah, probably 11. So about 8 and 11. So we were mucking around in Alstonville, didn't really give a shit. And then Dave pretty much said, like, you guys need to sort your shit out, come play rugby, and do some hard work on the farm. And really, it's just kind of straightened both of us out. I think Alex is a bit mad, so I think it straightened him out more than me. And I think us going to Nudgee eventually, following our grandpa's lead of always wanting to play for the Wallabies, I think it was always his dream, so it kind of just flew onto us. And as soon as we got into that sort of headspace, making good mates, he's always making good mates in rugby, and then we going on to play for Nudgee, and then going down to Southern Districts. Me and Alex got a few games together down there, and then mate, he was always there, always supporting us, always. He always fucking said attack the ruck every game. I never heard him say another word so many times. Even when so just before he died, actually, I think I've said this a couple of times in the media, but there was a night before he died. I got my grandma to just give the phone to him and leave the room so I could tell him that my missus was pregnant, because we knew Alex was, but this was just very very recent for us. So I got to tell him, she's pregnant, and all he said was, "Well done, mate. Make sure you attack the ruck when you're over there, eh?" And I was like,
oh, brilliant. That's brilliant.
That's so good, man.
Very few priorities, that man. And as always.
Sounded like he got his priorities right. Bloody A. Yeah. No, but I guess just hearing that story, it makes me, I guess, go to you, Alex. Do you going back home, resurrecting this rugby club, I guess what rugby sort of did for you, set you on the straight and narrow, obviously, then you got to go to... And I know the guys that you're training and coaching and playing with are a lot older, but, are you harnessing your inner Grandad and, setting, I guess, setting something in place for these guys out there, something for them to aim towards every weekend and bring a bit more structure and bring everyone together?
I think that it is you probably nail it on the head a little bit there. He loved rugby, but also loved the people. And I think that's the important thing to think about, is that it's all about the people around you. And I think this community's needed it more than anything. And when I got here, it makes you happy to see other people happy, and you play better footy when you do it as well. But I mean, Dave always had this rule, and I suppose I'm following in his footstep, that he would never play rugby unless he was playing in the first grade team. So he would move further west his whole life and played until he was 48. And he'd always make sure he was either the captain, coach, or play first grade. So I'm doing the same thing. I hope to go further west, but yeah, I'm already west enough.
It's just been such a storied career with injuries and such a long time getting to where you're going now. I just want to get your thoughts on really how you can just push on from here.
Yeah, mate. To be honest, sorry.
He's just talking shit.
So it all really goes back to Dave again. So Dave, when we were growing up, he always said, if you're ever going to try be a rugby player, you need to get a job behind you first. And I think so. Alex went the plumber way and I went the Sparky way. So I did that before I ever had a real crack at rugby, and I'm happy I did. I think I was about 24 when I finished my apprenticeship, and then went down to the Rebels. And I feel like knowing what it's like on the outside gives me a bit of that pump up when I'm on the inside, looking out like how much I appreciate being here. And then, like you said, like the further you get up the chain, the more you realize how fucking special it is to be up in that top squad and stuff like that. And I'm at that point where I just want to grab on and never let go. So, I mean, a World Cup would be the dream, and obviously the Bledisloe is a bloody. I'm still angry about the weekend. So, yeah, another year away.